Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Legacy Loading, episode 43, with two very special guests. One drove here from Minnesota just for this episode. The other drove from downtown Houston. But Sawyer and Wheeze are back.
What's going on? What's going on?
Two returning guests.
Yeah. It's been...
Dude, don't get quiet now. This guy was not. This guy has not shut up since we have an 8-minute intro.
You dropped me off. You dropped me off last time.
Oh yeah.
And then I had to sit outside the house. And then LT's like, "Yeah, dude, the door was open."
Yeah, you were sitting outside the whole time.
Why were you sitting outside? Why didn't you just knock on the door?
So no, the front door was closed, and Harry was asleep, and LT didn't know that.
Okay.
So I rolled up to the back.
I was hot as fuck that day too.
Yeah, and I was chilling in like 100-degree weather, but they had this nice little like couch outside. And I was like, you know what, Minnesota boy who never gets tan, I'm just gonna hang out in the sun. And then
I wasn't worried about you. You know, you're
nothing was gonna happen.
It's in the sun for 2 hours baking in my yard.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane, dude. Like, what? How does that even happen? You're just sitting outside, just.
Well, Harry was supposed to be there, but he was asleep, like
he was
dead sleep.
Yeah.
And then, like when he woke up, he's like, "Sorry, man, I gotta go grab my friends from the airport."
That was good times.
Where is he, Harry? Where's he at?
He's in Thailand currently.
Doing what?
Ooh,
I don't know. I literally don't.
Oh, I've seen too many Thailand videos.
I don't know. Every day they're like doing different shit. I can't even keep up with it anymore.
Yeah, different.
It looks sick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Have you seen those Thailand videos?
No, I've never seen
you lying. I know you guys are lying.
I did hear a lot of like crazy shit goes down in Thailand.
Like you think they are who they say they are.
A lot of stuff that
but they aren't who
doesn't
they
fly
say.
here.
Yeah.
Like, in Thailand, it's cool.
Wheeze, you want to go to Thailand?
Nah, you got
USAPL Nats at Thailand?
Nah, you got it.
You got it.
More for me.
So this is a follow-up episode. Obviously, if you guys watched in the past, they've both been on Legacy Loading before. Those were kind of like intro episodes, talk about their life and everything. But this episode, I really just wanted to catch up with both of them because Wheeze has done so much since the last pod.
And I've done nothing.
My God.
And Sawyer hopped in his car and decided to drive here from Minnesota to stay indefinitely from the look of it.
Forever.
I can't imagine you going back. I'm not going to lie.
He might say he's going to now, but like, you know, the way that
goes.
Just
said
to
it
piss
before.
off
He was
people.
like,
Be like, they said I wasn't going to go back.
How long
and
are you
I'm
staying
go
here?
back.
And he's like, I don't know. So I'm like, oh, you're not going back.
Dude, like when I was on the first time, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be here for the summer. And then after that, I'm leaving. Like once you get a realistic scope of like what this is down here and like, what you can do, you just realize.
Once you feel that growth, once you feel that.
I still remember the IG
collaboration is so easy out here.
Right.
Everyone's always trying to work.
He says, I am not going back to college. I will not be going back to Penn State. I might be doing online classes. Then like 2 months later, I will not be doing online classes.
Yeah,
I'm going to be going full time on the GBT.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what happened.
That's what's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it took off for me. I mean, for anyone's like background that didn't watch the previous, like the first intro episode, I essentially came on here and I was talking about how I was interning here over the summer with Get Better Today. And my plan was to intern with them for a couple months and then eventually go back to Penn State to finish out my last year of school. And halfway, yeah, I know. Fuck that.
Fuck that. Oh my God.
That chocolate milk wasn't that good to go return back to the Dr. Pete's.
I would have had an anxiety attack going back, actually. Like, it would have been the biggest mistake of my life.
Going back just to see everybody?
No, I mean, it's just, you know, the people who matter to me most, I still stay in contact with. But just like the opportunity cost of leaving here to go back and finish out my degree just to hopefully come back here a year later, it was just way too high.
Yeah, well, I look at it like, what's the goal with the degree, right? To land a job that you love. You landed the job that you love. It's
I have the job I would love.
Do I actually need that degree? I did it.
How dirty is that?
I've learned
How
more.
Poetic is that?
Yeah, no, that's
so beautiful.
That's what people wish happens, you know?
That's the goal.
Like finding a job before fucking
all the
spending all that money on the degree. Yeah.
Right? And like
you're ahead of the game.
I've learned so much more in the past like 8-9 months of just being here than I've done in my past 3 years.
Actually,
you were doing business,
the
right?
job.
I was going for marketing, and they were just teaching like theoretical.
Really what you do now.
Yeah, it's what I'm doing now, and I'm the head of it in my department. You know,
not bro skip levels.
Cards, billboards, and cards.
It's just they teach you like all these concepts. They teach you all these concepts and just the way shit was done, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago because like, you know, they have to see the way marketing's done and then put it into a textbook, and then professors have to learn a way to teach it and whatnot.
You tell me faxing isn't the way to go?
Fuck yeah. I mean, you already know how this shit goes now, but it's as if like with university, social media doesn't even exist, and we all know social media changed everything.
Well, a professor
social media changes fast.
Oh yeah, a professor follows a curriculum. Damn, that's a tough word to say.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why am I gonna listen to this guy tell me how to do a job when I can go actually learn from someone literally doing the job that I want?
Right
and that's
now,
what you're doing. You're learning hands on.
You know what I think a lot of people miss though is the idea that you're still learning. You know, a lot of people think, if I get in this fitness industry thing, I'm not going to have to learn anymore. I'm going to just be able to be. You know, which is not the case. You're always like Wheeze is always learning. You're always learning. It's about like it's a different direction. It's not a full like school schedule learning.
Constantly learning.
Yeah, it's something where you have to understand how things are moving in like a social dynamic too. You know, being able to read the
Working
river
with people.
Yeah,
too. That's another thing. Like you guys have a team. It's not like you're just in there sitting at a desk by yourself every day.
No, and just learning how to like work with different personality types and just learning to communicate more effectively and working, like I said, just different types of people. You know, it's a very like eye-opening experience. You know, that you don't really understand sitting in a classroom. You know, so a lot of people that are going into school now, like they're gonna have to learn that once they get out into like the real world of the workforce. You know.
Yeah, you literally just skipped a bunch of levels.
Thank God.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, Jesus.
Are you sorry?
I mean, I didn't go to college.
Yeah. At all? You didn't go to college at all,
I didn't
right?
go to college at all. I graduated, and it was literally peak COVID season. I'm not going to go to college during 2020. Like, anybody who went to college during 2020, I commend you, because I was like, I'm not learning. I will not be able to learn online. And that's just not how I was. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take literally a full year off, and I'm going to just still train. And I did that, and I grinded, and then I was like, all right, then how can I get by, you know, the most? Because I have this vision of what I need to get done, and I know I can get done this thing, but it's like, how long can I stretch it? And that's I think a lot of people have that idea where how long can you hold on to like that idea, that vision before like either you're morally corrupted and you like change into a whole different person because of how the world has to change because you weren't able to hold on to that thing that you were looking for, or you go full corporate route and be like, okay,
fuck it.
Hang up the shoes and time to go to college and get a 9 to 5 and give up on the whole dream thing, which I won't do.
No.
No.
Even at that time, I feel like I wasn't in college at the time, but I feel like I would have rather waited till it passed or it was over to go back to normal classes than sign up for the online classes. Me personally, if I'm spending all that money, I want to be in a lecture. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit in my bedroom with with
like
a fucking hood on, like at my laptop like this. Like that's not.
Or you
not
can
college.
actually ask questions. That was a big thing. Like I always ask, like if in school, like I was always asking questions because if I didn't understand it, I was like, okay, just change it in a different direction.
The class would end. I would like go up to the teacher and be like, "Wait, hold on, can you just like?" And then I'd be there for 10 minutes, like getting my one-on-one time.
Rephrase it pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that was me. So I couldn't even imagine the online route during that time.
The whole thing with like online classes, because like I went through it all for like 3 years, and the online thing.
3 years of online.
3 years of actual college, and then 2 years of online. You know, and the whole thing with online was we weren't actually learning the concepts or like the curriculum. Like we weren't learning any of that.
Checked out.
Bro, I checked out because I got pissed off because the
He's
word
thinking
didn't come
about
to me.
that
I'm
one
like, all right,
teacher
I'm
that
done.
he hates. He's like,
we weren't actually learning the content. We weren't, you know. And I read this on Twitter, like this exact like word for word quote, and I'm sure anyone who went through online school can relate to this. But like we weren't learning the actual content. We were just learning how to take the test and learning how to finesse the system and just cheat.
Bro,
you know?
dude,
you were learning how to just pass that test. Like, you know what I mean?
Like this one coming up,
So let me
and
just
then
get
once it was
past this.
gone,
You're not actually absorbing the information.
you weren't retaining anything. It was just pure memorization. And that's my biggest critique with not even just online school, but the way school is taught now is it's purely focused on memorization rather than like critical thinking and like just.
that's why you got those kids. You got those kids addicted to those addies, man.
Yeah.
They like, you can't memorize because you're not a computer. So you're like, yo,
They try this magic,
easy A, easy A,
magic
easy
beam.
A.
No, but I know exactly. Bro, I used to cheat on tests. Like, I
We all
don't care.
did.
I used to like type up and like.
I didn't know I was hanging out with cheaters.
I used to
My
type,
bad, bro.
like Spanish tests in high school. I would type in like 6 font because we used to have to write like paragraphs in Spanish. And I'm like, bro, I can't remember a whole paragraph.
Yeah.
So I would type it in like 6 font, and it would just be chilling like on my right next to my paper, and then my teacher's
That's
going
insane.
to slide under. Not saying don't do that. That's fucked up. But like,
don't cheat, kids.
What else kind of cheat codes you got there?
you know what I mean? I was never really.
No, I don't. I never got to that diabolical.
I was never really absorbing. I was never actually learning and like absorbing the information. I was just trying to like pass the next test. Just keep passing the test. Like, that's all I cared about.
I'm gonna be honest. I had the reverse role where I would just bomb the test. I would do good. I would like do all the assignments right, and then
But it was also shit I didn't care about. Like, I don't give a fuck about English and all that stuff. Now I'll sit down for like 2 hours learning a new effect. I'm so
they didn't
passionate
have a
about
photography class,
it.
right?
No, I didn't have photography class, but that's how you. That's to me like that's why I say like chase your passion. Like try to do something you're passionate about because you love it. And I like sit down and I like to learn about cameras and I like to learn about editing. And I'll sit there and really absorb it and learn. I'm not just like, oh, let me get this over with.
Right.
So that's
I think when it comes down to like
that's my spiel.
trying out your own passion though, it's you have to try multiple things.
Oh,
like you
100%,
literally
yeah.
had to work a job you hated to be like, I hate this so much that anything else would make me happy, right? And then you're like, okay, this makes me happy. I'm good with it. I enjoy it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna kind of pursue it.
Yeah, and then like I discovered photography was my passion, right? So then I had to also test the waters in there.
Yeah.
I did like a wedding. I did engagement. I was like, I don't like this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was still doing what I was passionate about.
Yeah,
but
just
I wasn't
different avenue.
Different. Yeah, I had to find which road I want to take. And I like to finish it. You know.
Right.
But that took a lot of trial and error, like doing car wash promo videos, fucking engagement shoots,
I
like
haven't
stuff
seen
like
a
that.
car wash. You should
It's
throw
deep in my. Nothing archived it.
throw
but
up the car
if you go
wash,
deep,
I'll take.
it's in there. Yeah, I did car wash promo video back in the day, but yeah, it's just. I tell everybody, bro, just try to like find out what you're passionate about, right?
Try
and then
new things.
try to see if you could somehow make this work for you in as a career. You know,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you do.
I don't think too many people plan anything either. You know.
Shit just kind of happens. Like it's
Well,
mostly
no,
what
but like
happens
if you
to
don't have like kind of like an idea of like this is kind of where I want to go, you know, because like okay, for you example, right?
Yeah.
You knew in some way I would want to try to do something fitness.
Yeah, fitness and business related. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're like okay, I just want to do something. Like some people, you ever talk to a person? They're like, I want to be a millionaire. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, how
so
are you gonna
broad.
get there? Oh, I'm just gonna be it. You know, I'm like, okay,
Fucking NFTs,
go to college.
bro.
I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna be a doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how many years that's gonna be? Oh, you know, like 12 years. Okay.
yeah.
You're like $300,000 in debt. That's like just accumulating
Yeah.
every year.
No, yeah, like
Oh,
because people don't want to do that anymore because there's so many ways to get rich quick.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
I don't. That sounds fucked up.
There
but-
is too much rich, quick things that are like, okay, you can open up a Facebook, you can open up Instagram, and it's like, hey, my multi-billionaire $3 million jet, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Buy this course.
Buy my $200 course, and I'll teach you how to make $1 million.
I'll teach you
Yeah.
how to
You know what I'm saying?
scam other people that will work for you. You'll get commissions off of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll all be scamming each other and be making money.
I'm scamming you to teach you how to scam someone else.
That's how it should be.
Derek just posted a reel about that. It was like
More plays for my days?
yeah.
Bro.
He was on Max's pod and they were talking. It was like people now sell like how to get rich, but like they're getting rich off selling programs
Yeah.
how to get rich. So like they're rich after the program.
That's why I sell people
They might
my
have been doing
Gorilla
well
Code.
before that, but now they're richer because of the programs that they're selling.
Yeah.
So it was like this fucking crazy cycle of
It's fucked up.
selling just how to get rich books.
It's equivalent to like the future evolved used car salesman. That's what it is. You know?
Yeah.
You ever heard? You know, like has anybody like been like, oh man, you're gonna be like, I got told by a teacher one time. They're like, you're not gonna be anything but a used car salesman. And I was like,
Used, not even like
She told you that?
dealership.
it was a guy,
Oh,
and I was like, damn. But I mean, guess who's not selling cars?
Guess who's driving a used car?
I am.
No, that's funny as fuck. Yeah, but it's just crazy.
He's dead now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he died on my. He died.
Oh my god.
He died on the
He's like,
meet.
yeah, he's
my first powerlifting meet. Like this is the day he died.
Fuck, dude. R.I.P.
RPE. 10. In the grave.
So stupid.
Yeah.
No, RP is like a training.
No, we know.
I don't know if LT.
That's why I'm laughing, bro. Because
It's like where'd it come from?
Because he's RIP and I go no RP.
oh my god, that's a good laugh. Holy shit, I'm crying. Dude, that was funny as fuck. All right, I want to Sawyer. All right, Sawyer's from Minnesota. We said that already.
Yeah.
But this guy fucking Aaron texts me. He's like, "Yo, Sawyer's here." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I just saw him at the gym."
Dude, yeah, Aaron literally saw me the day I pulled in.
Yeah. So what made you I want to know what made you wake up one day and be like, I'm not gonna send it to Houston. Like, I'm actually gonna do it.
Well, so I came out here with Wheeze was like, hey.
Yeah, we talked about it. But
Yeah, he's like, hey, come. And
didn't tell anybody.
I'm surprised he actually. I didn't think he was gonna do it.
yeah,
No, me neither.
But I was like, all right, just let me cook. Let me cook. I'm like, I got things going, you know. And then like, I was like, all right, it's either.
Yeah, but things have been cooking. Like,
Yeah, but I was just like, just let
and
me
you
cook
keep going back to Minnesota, and I feel like that's where you just like
dead.
you're just here, and then you travel, and it's like, psh.
Yeah, your shit went.
Yo,
in the
what's
gutter.
up?
No, literally, like.
But I, dude, for some reason, in some weird way, I like that. I like it of where I
Because
like
you're comfortable in Minnesota.
Well, not the comfortable. I just don't like. There's almost two parts of like I enjoy not being anywhere, like being alone and not having to see anybody, because the idea that okay, I could pull up to some place, some gym, right, and there's going to be full fake people that just want something or are going to just, it's like a fake friendship.
Yeah.
And I don't care for that. I really don't. And it's very hard to have it where it's like, oh, hey, hey, this is my friend and this is a person that I need to talk to about something, right? I don't give a fuck about a thing that's like, hey, let's make a video and then I'm never going to talk to you.
Yeah.
But then when you want to make a video again, we can act like we're just super, super good friends. And then, yeah, you know?
No, yeah.
Like Wheeze he's like, dude, if you need anything, like just let me know. You know, that's what's
you
up.
have my phone number. So.
Yeah, go on. When you are provided with big opportunity, right?
Yeah.
That is big opportunity for change and growth, but also big opportunity and change in both personality. Everybody's personality is always changing. It's always evolving.
Yeah.
You're not who you were last year and you weren't who you were before. I'm sure you could look at a text from when you were 15 and you go, wow. Like you almost cringe and you're like, oh man. Like, okay. That's because we're always quote unquote evolving to the next level of like, okay, this is who I am, and having it where you can be put in a circumstance where it's a not good evolution almost, right? Because there's not the way you should be on like a hero arc, right? Of like, this is who you're meant to be like in this top level, right? And there's people that can be put into the circumstances where you don't turn into that person you wanted to be, you know? And having it where it is that large opportunity pool, there's large distractions, there's large factors that can just be put into many things. So it's about, okay, I understand this circumstance. I got to take a step back and be like, okay, me going in there without an understanding, I know I could change in not a good way that I would think of, right? So it's just kind of developing a plan and system of how can I be the most focused and on-track person and be focused on my goals and achieving everything I want while being in that area that I'm not fully particular with. Because I have no problem with having it where I'm doing things out of my own comfort zone. I can do that.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not afraid of being embarrassed or doing anything like stupid for the most part. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, at some point,
I'm
everything
21,
you did
dude. Like,
was the first time
I'm
doing
going
it.
to be
you know?
doing some stupid things. I like,
Yeah.
you know how many stupid things I did probably like today?
Already today.
Like a lot, right? But it's like, hey, we're growing.
Yeah.
You know, I did a lot of smart things too. Don't get me wrong.
Today?
Yeah. You know?
No, I know what you're saying, bro. It's but do you feel that out here in Houston, it's like that? Are you?
No, it's everywhere. But because fitness is so huge in Houston, it is prominent in Houston, right?
Yeah.
And I think, okay, you probably have met a person that you're like, okay, not my style.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And you're like, okay, but then you have to find people who are your style.
Yeah.
You know, and Wheeze, you probably have that same thing where you're like, okay, just not your style, you know?
Yeah.
And that's, I'm putting in like a nice format of saying not your style, because you could say, oh,
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that person, right? But that's just a little too harsh for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sugarcoating it for anybody who's watching. So it's about having that understanding of all these people that are in here and then the circumstances, because I'm not coming here to fuck off. You know, I'm here to make the things that I need to be made. You know, I'm from the town of 2,000 people. I haven't had the opportunities that I wanted. And then I'm like, okay, I'm in a town, I'm in a place that has multiple opportunities.
Yeah.
Might as well conquer them.
That's what I'm saying. So this is your chance to now to grow, to collab, to
just
be in other people's videos.
Eat.
Yeah, but
conquer, just to rip them ass off. And just like,
Oh my god.
you know, because
are you worried about that happening though? Like shooting with someone and then just not talking anymore? Like
no, I don't. That's not how I pull my content. So like, I've filmed 80% of my videos of me going to the gym in the car and then in my small town alone, right? So I'm comfortable having a small circle of people because you don't need to have a large group to make content. It literally doesn't have to be like that. If we want to bring it down to like the basis of the beginning of the fitness industry, it's basically some friends who have a camera that like to work out. If you looked at it in the most simplest way, back to like the Jeff Side era, the OG Matt Ogus era, it's
like camera and three dudes.
Yeah, I like to work out. You like to work out. Let's film our workout and maybe talk to camera. Like in the most like brickhead way, right?
Yeah,
and
caveman terms.
Yeah. You don't, and you can do it alone. It's not going to be fun alone, but you can do it. There's plenty of people that are fucking dominating alone. Nick Peterson is dominating it alone. Literally, all his content's literally formatted of a person being alone, and I think that's also like beneficial in two ways because you have it where you have the content of people with multiple people, which shows people friendship, like that just enjoyment, right? But there is that part where people do feel alone, you know, where you don't have a girlfriend, so you have to roll over at night and you don't have anybody to talk to. You don't have that big social friend group, right? But you enjoy being able to be like, oh, I'm that Sigma, I'm that alone, I'm that American psychopath, you know? That's where people find that relatability, where I'm that Heath Ledger, I want to kill you type thing, where you're like, dude, that's I'm in my Ronin era, right?
Yeah, like and then relatability to someone just being on their own and talking.
And you're just and you know, I think everybody has that journey where they want to feel alone and they want to be like, no, I'm done with the people and let me just walk in this lonely road. I walk alone type thing, right?
Let me find myself type shit.
Yeah. And then finally after that, you've had this epiphany moment of, okay, this is who I am, this is my character. Then you go with, okay,
let me introduce this character to people.
Let me introduce like
not character in terms of like, it's not you. But the person
I believe everybody has a character. I think
the person you made yourself into.
I think everybody has a character in some way, but it's not in a bad way of like, oh, it's a fucking character. It's like, no, like you're going to have it where you're going to meet a nice LT, a mad LT, a sad LT, and like all these other things, right? It's same LT, right? Just different moods. You know, and that's what I mean by the idea of like character, right? Yeah. And then just shuffling them all into a nice little ball and then presenting it.
Yeah.
Damn, that was
a lot. But I feel you. Yeah, damn, bro. You spin.
You guys got anything to say? Like, oh, sorry, you came from Minnesota. I'm like, I fucking hate this. No, but okay. But do you think?
I know what you're saying.
Do you ever have it where you look at somebody who has a fitness thing, or not even a fitness thing, something you're like, either you're like,
can't figure them out?
No, not to figure out. You're like, okay. Because there's a good following and there's a bad following, where you have a followers and there's interaction with your followers. There's a community, and then there's that quote unquote fake friends, fake followers, where it's like, and I'm not talking about like fake followers as fake bots. I'm talking about like literally people who follow you, but literally don't give a fuck about your content. They're just like, oh shit, you'll follow, but literally don't care about anything about it, right? And they'll have like 100K, 200K of literally that built up. But there's no real interaction. There's nothing real with the community. There's nothing like, hey guys, you've been following my journey. You've been watching me fucking grind.
Real support.
Yeah. I guarantee there's plenty of people that are like, dude, I'm literally working a dead end job, and I remember watching your videos of you working at like quote unquote dead end job, right? Where you weren't feeling successful, you weren't feeling like you were accomplishing anything, and then I'm seeing you now, LT, and you have what I want, you know, and that's what motivates me to want to try to pursue a camera business or anything, right? Or there's plenty of people who watch Wheeze that are like, hey, I'm in college right now. I want to do what you're doing, and I want to be in charge of this fucking clothing company. Yeah. Right? That's what it's we're relatable. Here to do. We're here to inspire. We're here to motivate. We're here to show people, hey, like, okay, I didn't just do this one thing, and I'm now doing multiple things, you know? And too many people, though, are focused on the idea of the words of, I just want to motivate people, right?
Yeah.
And then you get those cheesy sit down talks of, I shit you
No, I know what you're saying. I know
shit
what
you
you're
not. I was literally on TikTok and I was just laughing when they're like, they put on this sad music and they're like,
shit.
you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly
Where they're like, you don't work hard. I work hard. I wake up at this. You think I want to be here? It's 8:30. It's 8:30 p.m. and I haven't eaten.
The over motivational shit definitely. Like,
It's a big one.
He's laughing behind the camera.
I don't care. Like, show me. Don't tell me. Show
That's
me.
what I'm saying, bro.
You know?
Like, I hate like ranting about this, but there's these kids. They'll like they have those support groups and everything,
God, man, that shit is so fucking corny.
and it's just like
Let's talk about it, because I haven't even gotten the chance to.
What are you supporting? Like,
Because it's fine to have a normal support group, right? That's what you want. You know, it can be one person, it can be two people, it can be three people, right? It can be 10 people, right? But when it's a fake support group where they really don't care and they just want that code, right? Mm-hmm. And that's their entire identity is based upon this one code, but haven't had a full backstory of literally training their asses off. Like people don't like that. Okay, I don't like it when people are like, okay, I just want to get big and then I'm going to produce out content. I'm like, dude, show the journey, show your struggles, show when you were small. That's what people want to see. They don't care about when you're just at the top.
yeah. Well, everyone has a journey, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has their own form of their journey. It's just like people try to make theirs seem so much more special. It's like, dude, like, support me. Like, come on, I'm the guy. Like, I'm out here doing this. Like, and
My horse died.
I don't know.
People just make their whole identity a code, and it's just when I click on a profile, especially as like an athlete manager where I'm just constantly looking for new people to bring on and whatnot. When I click on a new profile and then I just see like so-and-so company soon, you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's actually a good perspective because you're actually recruiting athletes for GBT.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, like
what do you look for?
Well, shit, that's like a whole other thing.
Actually, that's a whole other question.
You know,
what turns you off?
Well, that's a big thing that turns me off when they see, like at a certain brand and then soon, like in their bio, whether it be in the name section, because then it's like you're making your whole identity like around the idea of chasing that brand, and like these people probably ever won't, but assuming they do, like finally get acquired by a certain brand, it's like, okay, well, that was your whole identity trying to get picked up by this certain brand. So like, what are you now? You know, like, who are you as an individual?
Comes back to that one quote with like Iron Man, where they're like, take that suit off. What are you? You know,
it's just, I don't know, man.
take that coat away. You have nothing.
When people are just constantly on every story or every post, that goes back to the whole support group thing, but or engagement groups. But when they're constantly like tag so and so, tag
Wheeze in the comments to make me a GBT athlete.
It's such a bad look, and it just comes off as like so unauthentic and corny. And like the idea of like a brand picking up an athlete or an ambassador or something is. They like brands look for someone who already has their own thing going on, like their own cult like following or people who really resonate with them as individuals to bring on, so that like they look for like value in people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you base your whole value off of or like if you try to look for another company to bring you value rather than creating your own value yourself, it's just like the complete opposite way to go about it. You know what I'm saying?
We've spoken about this before. Some kid actually came up to me in the gym a few days ago. He's like, LT, he's like, what do I got to do to like get
what do I got to do
to get part of the team? Which is a valid question. Like,
it's fine. Yeah,
I like that though. I like when they if they can go, what do I have to do? And you go, okay, I just need you to do these things, and I want to see if you can do them. And if they can do them, right? I like the idea if you put a task in somebody and they can conquer it, and like you just keep putting tasks and they can conquer it. I'm like, okay, this person's hardworking.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't even like that, to be quite honest. I don't even think you should be asking, what do I have to do? What is this, that, and the third? Because I never asked for shit. Like, I never asked to be a part of GBT. I never asked to be a part of YoungLA.
But how far, like, that could be taken in so many directions of, like, how far of asking. Like, because then it's like, okay, I want to ask this person on a camera, right? Or are we just strictly talking about sponsorship-wise? Are we just literally talking about just sponsorship? Like, because there's plenty of people that will go, LT, what is a good camera, right? and that they are literally just trying to learn.
Okay,
so to
yeah.
kind of be able to break up like how much is just them trying to learn about basically the community, the industry, and just trying to get kind of like just an understanding because there isn't like a full blueprint of like how can I get in the fitness industry on YouTube.
That's what people want. I feel like
that's what I said to him. He was like, He's like, I just want to know like how do I become part of YoungLA? Like how could I become an athlete?
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, I was like, dude, there's no secret. I was like, you gotta, because he was like filming himself. I was like, keep doing this. Just do your thing, create your value. I was like, I want you to picture this. Picture I have your Instagram right in my hand, and I'm handing it to Gary, the owner of YoungLA. What is he gonna see that he's gonna go, oh, we should take this guy. We need this guy. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not about the follower number. It's about your value. So when I hand him the phone and he's like, oh, damn, shit, this guy's dope. He's good content, good engagement.
I think
people fuck with him.
I think a lot of younger kids too don't understand when you say value, right? Mm-hmm. Because they go into this like 14-year-old girl like, oh, no one likes me. Oh, you know, it's like, no. Okay, like you're a normal person. We understand, but show us like your character. You know, like LT, you are a great photographer. You can create great edits. You're not just photographer, right? You're LT. You know, you have it where you've established yourself as this guy, right? Wheeze, certified big powerlifter. You know, big stylish and shoes enthusiast, right? Yeah. Like this man walks in with like $1,500 shoes, and he's like, "All right, let's squat 700 plus." You know, then you're like, "Damn, okay." Like I keep mine in a box, and I don't even let it like get me creases. And we's like, "I'm just gonna beat him up," you know. Yeah. It's those things of being able to take like those risks, all right, and not really worry about what people think.
Yeah,
you know,
be so authentic.
Is there anybody who's like, dude, Wheeze, like I can't believe you're beating up those shoes?
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just whatever. Shoes
like,
are meant for wearing.
Shoes,
You're like, bro, it's just me. Like, and that's why you're you. You know, you're special. You're you.
How many? Have you ever had it where you broke a camera because you were like trying to do something?
Yeah, I broke my lens the day of the C-Bum meet and greet event at Alphaland.
What were you trying? How did you drop it or?
It was just on my strap, and then my strap broke and smashed.
Like I've had it where some people will be like, okay, there's this really, really cool shot I could get that would be super unique, but I'm not going to take the chance because it could break, you know? And I'm like, that's like one shot literally could define like who you are because that one shot could motivate you to do other shots. So that could be motivating you to do other things that literally just goes in this full snowball effect of you being a completely different person because that one perspective of like, wow, I have this idea that's
these little
different.
things you do that over time. Yeah. It's just great. Like coming here, like this just sitting here at this table is because
you're like, hey, sorry, I'm going to Texas.
Last summer, yeah.
I got this roommate. I'm going to go to Texas. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I'll tell you how it goes. Dude, it's going good.
It's working.
Then Wheeze, I'm going to go down to Houston. I'll let you know if it goes. Dude, you got to go down here.
Yeah, I mean, people don't really understand what it's like down here until you actually get down here. You know, I've been telling you for the past year and a half to move to Houston, even before I was here. And even my best friend from back home, Joe, like I just convinced him, and now he's moving down here in like May.
Really?
You know what I mean?
What does he do?
He's a videographer, and he's a powerlifting coach. He's gonna do bodybuilding
Joey
coaching as well. He's like, Joey. He's just like his own individual. He does a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? He's kind of like me, very similar to me. He does a bunch of shit, and he's very smart as well. And I've been telling him, I'm just like emphasizing to him. He went back for his 4th year of school. We've been like roommates our entire college career.
You want to finish?
Yeah, he wanted to finish, which I get, because he's going for kinesiology, even though that's not really what he wants to do.
But from what you're saying, he has value.
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna come here. And it's almost like
he's gonna be just fine.
It's like, hey, everybody, this is what I could bring to the table.
And people know who he is, and he's gonna come down here. He's gonna flourish. He's gonna be fine, you know. And
it's dope that you know that.
Yeah,
like, you know he's gonna be good
because like he's my best friend, and like I just know who he is as an individual, and I know how hard he works, and I know what he's capable of. Yeah. So I can just clearly see that it's gonna work out for him.
That's the same thing with me. I almost get frustrated when a lot of even friends back home. I know how much potential a lot of people have, and it pisses me off because I took a chance and I came here and it worked. And I'm like, bro, you could do the same thing. I want to like grab their head and be like, fucking try. Like you have so much potential. I'm like, I know you could do more with yourself, more with your life, and I just want to see people.
I want to see people win.
I want to see people be successful, especially people that I know have everything that it takes,
Mm-hmm.
but they'll never know because they're not trying to do it. They're not trying to chase it because they're comfortable. You know, they're I'm good. I'm in this good position right now. I got a good job. Like,
Right.
I'm like, bro, but you could be doing more.
So much more, you know.
Yeah.
It's just it's the whole thing of like being comfortable versus like doing what you really want to do. You know what I mean? And like not falling back on something that you know is gonna like always be there at the end of the day, versus betting on yourself while you're young to like take that risk. You know, there's been like so many times where, damn, I just lost my train of thought again.
So betting on yourself while you're young.
Yeah, betting on yourself while you're young and just taking a risk and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations that like you're gonna grow in. You know what I mean? Like I've been blessed to been put in situations and given opportunities to succeed myself. That like now that I'm here and like yes, I still have so much more growth to do and like this is like not even like 25% of what I eventually want to become, but like the fact that I've had this work out for me and like I've seen my journey just kind of unfold, it just makes me want to take the people closest to me and help put them into positions to succeed as well, and like really show them the ropes and show them that like this shit really is possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you want to do this, like I know me, like I want people I love and around me. You know,
Yeah.
I would love to put my friends on someday. You know, like give them some type of opportunity that I can create because I have all these different things going on.
And then we just all win together.
That's
you know
what I'm saying,
I mean?
bro. Like, what's better than doing what you love with the people you love, people you care about?
Because like, let's say you make it and you don't have anyone there to like really share it with, or say that we've come this far, like doing like what's the point in that?
Yeah, that's what I think about. Like, say I hit the lottery today, right? What's the first thing you're like? I'm calling my friends. I'm gonna go do something with my friends, with my family. Like, so that's the way I handle work. I want to become more successful. So I could do that. So I could
absolutely.
So I could take care of the people around me.
That's what it's all about.
Because what good is it, you know?
Right.
Mic drop.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but no, it's just. I don't know.
What would you do if you actually won the lottery though?
What would I do?
Okay, so $1.5 million, you won the lottery.
That's not
1.5.
1.5 is nothing, bro.
Can we say
Nowadays.
15 at least? 15 million?
No, but like
I would need like 10 plus to be like, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Well, millions
but
not
is
enough.
is it always one? I feel like with those big numbers, they kind of get split up by people, right?
Fuck that.
I don't know. I always say the first thing I'm doing is making like a fantasy factory, like Rob Dyrdek.
Oh,
I'm making like a compound. You have to like drive a mile to get in.
I was thinking
It's
of
all
like a candy
gated
shop
and
when you said fantasy factory.
It's just like my own. What?
Yeah, like popped in my mind. I was like candy shop. I was like, yeah.
What?
At least it's sex
LTV
shop.
said it's selling lollipops and stuff.
That's insane. I mean, I'd retire my parents like first things first.
of course,
you know?
yeah.
Like that just goes without saying.
Yeah.
But then it's more so just about like using that money to do things that you're passionate about, but are for the benefit of like other people as well. You know
We
what
spoke
I'm saying?
about this last pod in the Zay pod. Like, how are there billionaires out there? Imagine waking up and there's $1 billion in your
But it's not.
bank account.
It's not in their cash. It's just, it's by.
It's in like assets and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's just
still,
like,
You know,
bro, I'd be doing so much good shit.
yeah, but you need to have product that people rely on.
Yeah.
You know, that people need to live.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
No
understand
shit.
like the whole billionaire
That's how
hate, you know? Like people hate billionaires for some reason or like
Because it's like yeah, you don't even need all that money. Like, just give it away.
well, okay, yeah, I get that, but it's like they're who they are and they're in the position that they are because they created something which benefits so many
exactly.
more people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But well,
It's like a double-edged sword. It's like,
okay, then you have those people that go, Wheeze, you don't know what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna get backlash.
There's those there's those people that back in the 1800s they did something, and then because it was generational wealth of this family, these kids are set up for life. And you're like, damn, that's what I want. I want to have it where all my kids are set up for life.
Well, that's just luck of the draw. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I mean?
luck.
That's the lottery. That is the
I
lottery.
know a girl who's like family made like pudding. Like one of the big pudding companies or something.
That's insane.
She just like was born into it and was like, oh shit, this
Dude,
is lit.
imagine
Yeah.
pulling up to her crib, right? And you're like, oh, yo, you want anything? And she has like this dispensary and it's all these different puddings.
This big
Bro, I would
chamber,
marry
just
that
fucking
girl.
pudding, like the smoke comes out.
Just like you know when you go to Froyo and it's like all that pudding. Oh man, you got her name?
Yeah, I got you. I'll send it.
Like, yo, what you got?
Me-
I will get to 300 no
and
time.
my
Like,
friends
yo,
used to
I'm hanging
joke,
out
like-
with this girl and just pudding every day.
Me and my friends used to joke about like, yo, one of us just fucking marry her. Like,
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's a come up right there.
yeah, it's like a get rich quick.
People actually do that shit. People will like scheme their ways into like marrying into wealth. You know, it happens all the time. So like,
Bro,
what's wrong with you, Donut?
Yeah.
There's nothing
Gold
wrong with
diggers.
it.
You might actually fall in love. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Might work
Same
out.
thing with that.
Might get fat from eating a lot of pudding, but
You probably will. You'll probably hate pudding within like a year, to be quite honest. It was like that 17 or the 18-year-old who married that like 90-year-old billionaire or something. I saw it on Twitter.
All right, that's just fucked up.
Was it the was it
I mean,
was
hey,
it a
like,
grandma?
is it? Because if
I'm
you
sure
reverse
she
the
died,
roles,
like,
it
3 years
happens
later.
all the time.
Yeah.
It happens
I mean, I
all
still
the time
think it's
if you
gross.
reverse.
I think it's just
Well,
my
no
opinion.
shit, it is, of course.
Yeah, but he's probably like, let me just ride this out for like a few years. You
Yeah,
know?
he just has to, put in his time and whatnot,
Oh, that's so
but
You
fucked.
putting in that time.
It happens all the time,
That's-
so I don't see an issue.
And you get the
with it.
inheritance.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when I find like this 90-year-old multi-million grandma, I'll hit you up, Wheeze. And I don't want to hear you go, no. I don't. I want to. I'm like, no, Wheeze, you want this?
Nah, you got that. To be quite honest.
Strictly business.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What time? Do we know what time we're at?
It's like around like 45 of an hour.
Yeah, because it's 11:30 right now.
It started at like 10:45ish.
Damn.
Sheesh.
Weez, I want to talk about your trips. You went on a bunch of trips since the last pod.
Man. Yeah, I mean, well, I feel like low-key I'm getting to the point where not like I'm putting powerlifting on the back burner, because that's still like, I consider myself an athlete first before anything else. But in terms of, and like, all about this, when it comes to growing a clothing company and whatnot, you're constantly having to push the barriers of like what you've done before, because like whatever you do becomes the bar, and then you just want to, you can't do anything but exceed the bar, And so as a result, we've been taking a bunch of trips for different like marketing campaigns and clothing campaigns for these different releases that we've been having. So like last month we went to Miami to shoot one of the powerlifting singlets that we came out with, the Miami Vice singlet. And then just last week we were in Los Angeles in the middle of the desert because we have this new drop coming at the end of February. I'm going to plug it real quick. Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Back to Basics 2.0.
That's just
releasing
clean.
at the end of the month.
I love the color palette on the
Gary
new,
calls.
Yeah.
Young LA sponsor.
Neutral tones.
Oh, that's crazy. Damn.
No, it's puff print. It's really dope stuff. And compared to what we were coming out with like a year ago, like the company's taken a complete like 180, and like it's really only up from here. And I'm just very excited to see like where we are even a year from now. But just like constantly being able to have the opportunity to travel to all these different places and just shoot with professional models and just doing different things in order to like push the boundaries of what we've done before. Like it's very humbling and like very cool experience. And just the traveling, man, like it's crazy because I haven't traveled this much in my entire life prior to this. You know what I mean?
But I take like 5 flights a month. It's just like, what the fuck?
I'm probably gonna be at that point eventually as well. Like I'm getting on a plane at least like once a month, if not twice. And that's just going to become like the norm. You know what I'm saying? So
It's part of the job.
it is. It's part of the job. And it's a business trip, I haven't been to Los Angeles or Miami prior to being under GBT. And
now you're there working.
And now we're there working, like we're having fun. We're doing our thing. But I just remember like last September taking our first trip out to Los Angeles for like a business shoot or like it was like a business trip. And then we also went to the Gymshark pop-up like while it was out there, and we were just like at an Airbnb in Malibu, and I was just like looking across the ocean. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? You know what I mean? Like you put yourself in positions and you just see where it takes you and you react accordingly and you do the best you can, and you might just find yourself like in an Airbnb in Malibu. Like what the fuck's going on?
Bro, that was spot on. Like that was me Black Friday.
Yeah.
I was like Malibu. I was on the beach doing YoungLA. I'm just standing there. I'm like looking around. There's all these girls with me. They're all like getting ready. I'm just looking around. I'm like,
you're just like, damn, man.
I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I'm like, why?
It just happens.
And it literally just happens. Like every day you do these little things that like small steps every day to get to your whatever your goal is, and then eventually you will end up where you want to be.
And it's cool because like obviously you and I met like a couple of years ago, and you were telling me how you were going to come down to Houston and do your thing. And I kind of watched you like come down here and establish yourself. And then I saw you taking all these trips everywhere and just like really growing YoungLA and like growing your own personal brand as well. And as a result, like you were traveling everywhere and just doing all these cool things. And I'm like, like that's like really admirable, like really, really cool to see. And, and now I'm starting to do the same thing. It's just, it's crazy the way shit unfolds.
It's just action.
It really is.
You took action, and now
you
it's
took
starting
action,
happening.
you took initiative, and shit just happens.
Yeah, like when I first got down here, right? We went to LA went to the first Zoo Culture. Me, Harry, that was out of our pocket. We were just trying to grow. We were trying to meet people. We were trying to just get our names out there.
Right.
And now I'm getting flown to LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how fast things change in a year. You know, but if I didn't take those initial LA trips, we're paying for the flights, we're paying for the hotels, we're paying for everything, then I would have never got to the position now where I'm getting flown out for work.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't want to do that first initial trip. They're like, the money,
they don't.
Like, money's gonna come back. You know, you go
money comes and goes.
You'll go to the bar and waste $200, but you're scared to buy a $350 plane ticket.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second. And it's just you got to take those risks. You got to step out of your comfort zone. It sounds so fucking repetitive, but that's literally what you got to do.
You got to take that first leap, you know? I left behind my entire, like, home life, everyone who I knew, and I fucking drove across the country in a city I've never been before, or never lived in before ever, and just, like, figured it the fuck out, you know? And, like, that's what you have to do in order to really, like,
and that shapes you, bro. Like, I'm sure you could agree, like, my confidence level was here.
Yeah.
Now it's like fucking
dude, you're
here.
a completely different individual.
Yeah. Like,
know?
I'm down for anything because I'm not scared anymore.
No.
I'm not. All the risks I've taken, not every risk, but like most of the risks I've taken, they've paid off. I've seen good come out of it. So now when someone introduces a new opportunity, a new risk, I'm always like,
you tackle it.
Let's fucking go.
You know,
let's do it.
Like, sometimes, like, it's okay to be scared sometimes. You just got to embrace that and just go. You know what I mean? Because, like, what are you gonna do? Back down, give up? That's not who we are as individuals.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure I'm sure when you were like, I'm gonna go to Houston, you're not nervous. You're so confident in yourself. You know.
I was like, I'll just go in my car and drive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because
I'd be driving everywhere.
Look how far you've already come. Like, everything you've already accomplished. You're like, I can go to Houston. I'm gonna fucking.
The only thing I was worried about was like, man, there's like more than one lane.
You're gonna be a completely different individual like 6 months from now.
Yeah,
you know?
We're gonna come back to this pod in 6 months and be like,
I'm gonna have a tattoo. I'm gonna have like a cigarette in my hand. I'm like,
Like, even when I first hopped on the pod, like, and versus now, like, completely fucking different. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Even after being in Houston I was in Houston for 3 months, and then for my birthday, I had my friends out here to celebrate my 21st with me. And even just like being in the car with them, like, I remember Joe turning to me, he's like, dude, like, he was just telling me like how much I changed in 3 fucking months. And like, we don't recognize that because we're just us, you know what I mean? Like, we're in our own bodies every single day. We're just experiencing what our life is like. But from the outside looking in perspective, it's got to be like pretty crazy to think like
100%.
You know?
But we don't realize it.
Yeah.
We do not realize it. Like, I'll go home and that's when I feel it.
Yeah.
I almost like feel myself when I walk in the room. I just feel more.
It's different.
More confident.
It's
more
different.
like. I don't know. I can't explain.
No,
it.
I know
It's just
exactly
like
what
energy.
you mean.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
completely different energy. And then like you go home and you can appreciate that and you can appreciate your roots from where you came from. But then there's almost this inherent like urge to be like, okay, I got to get back to what I was doing.
100%.
You know, like there's so much more work to do.
And you feel that when you go back to where you're from, you know, when you're around people that were there when you were first starting.
Yeah, and having those people that were first around you, like before any of this shit, like even with like my best friend, like hearing him say that, like that he's proud of me is like a crazy fucking feeling. Cause like, you know, like guys don't talk like that. They don't.
It lights a fire under you that you never felt before.
Yeah.
When you like someone that.
I am proud of you.
Appreciate you, man.
No, bro, just from the last pod you were talking about everything you're going to do.
And then I just fucking
did everything. You did literally everything you said you're going to do.
Yeah, nothing is like really a surprise to me because like, you know, you just kind of speak things into existence and then like, you know who you are. So you're just going to like go fucking do it. And then once it happens, like, it's just, oh, well, like I have full confidence that like, I'm going to be a millionaire one day and it'll probably happen within the next few years. And once it does happen, I'll be like, okay, like whatever.
How do I become a 5 millionaire?
Like what can I do next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of, it's just like that.
Yeah. We just have that what's next mentality instilled in our brain. Because, bro, we do something. I shot with Callum, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I still can't wrap my head around that. Like, I'll watch the video. I was watching yesterday. I'm just like, I can't believe that happened. Like, that's a real thing that happened in my life. Like, that will never go away. But now I'm like, all right.
Who's the one person you want to shoot with?
Bro, he was like up there with like the people I always wanted to work
but
with.
Like if you had to like think of one person you haven't shot with, you do want to shoot.
The Rock. I just want to do just something dope with The Rock, like a video or something. I think I said that before on this podcast, but
The Rock,
dude, it's just these things, but also they're not. Nothing surprises me anymore.
No,
like we shot with Callum. I'm like,
it's just nonchalant. Like you just do it, and then it's okay. Bet.
We say all the time, like I'm gonna have Jay Cutler on Legacy Loading. I'm gonna have Jay Cutler on Legacy. Like I'm not just.
You're just gonna do
I'm not
it.
bullshitting. He's gonna be on here. We're gonna have a great pod. It's gonna be published, and then after that, we're like, all right, now
On-
what?
on
What's
to the next thing.
You know, and it's just
Ronnie.
It's just a mentality
It's
of
fucking
like
mentality,
what's
bro.
next.
Yeah.
Ronnie be next.
You know.
what?
Ronnie. He's got to go Jay and then Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Ronnie's done like too many pods and shit. Either.
I know, but you could do like play Jenga with him.
Play Django. That's actually good.
Dude,
That was special.
I was watching Jesse's videos
Bonus
with
episode?
Ronnie, and it's funny because he'd just be doing some stuff that you wouldn't be thinking Ronnie be doing.
Like
That-
what?
Well, that's what Jesse does. He
was
gets
funny.
he gets like a character out of them that no one's ever seen before.
Yeah.
They put him in weird positions.
It's
and shit.
funny. I was like, oh man, like, I'm like,
He's like, Ronnie, put this bandana on.
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, buddy. Jesse's so funny.
Did
Bro.
you ever see that part where he's like, Ronnie, you ever use this machine? And he's training with Jay, and it's this back one. And Ronnie goes, no, them fruity guys did. As Jay's rowing like 495 on the hammer strength machine.
Bro, him and Jay together is the funniest shit ever. I was watching like an old school video of Jay yesterday.
Okay.
Like the old school, like just raw training. Like there's not any cuts in the video. It's just
Hell
fucking
yeah.
training.
There's no LTA7S3 video.
No, with like a shirt tied around
Oh,
his head.
yeah.
Like,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm just watching this. I'm like, bro, different times, bro. No phone. This guy just like locked in, just fucking training.
And that was where all this shit started. So how the fuck did we get from that to where this corny ass shit is now? Like how the fuck did that happen?
But think about it. Like that was a form of like vlogging.
Yeah.
He had a guy just literally like this.
But they weren't
following
doing
the whole workout.
They were
Like,
literally doing it to sell a tape though. Like
That's
it
what I'm
was,
saying.
it was like VHS tapes.
Oh,
and it was
shit.
like yeah, because like they're like, oh hey, you're a big bodybuilder. Bodybuilders will buy these things. There's no internet really. Like so, hey, I'm gonna film on this giant rig.
Yeah.
Let's just
But
make
isn't
your
that
workout.
crazy though? They're selling a tape that's like an hour of him training. Now it's like shorts.
Yeah.
It's like how can we make a 9-second clip something that people want to watch
It's
instead of an
because-
hour-long tape?
And I think it's because like this social media shit got so competitive and like that shit just kept on evolving that everyone's attention spans just got like shorter over time.
Even movies. Like people don't watch movies anymore.
I don't watch movies. I don't
They're
watch
too
TV
long.
neither.
It's
I
like,
don't.
Fuck, I don't got 2 hours to watch this
No,
shit.
if I do it, I'm gonna have to be doing something else while I do it. You know, like
yeah.
it's actually kind of fucked up. when
Yeah,
think
you
about
guys,
it.
you gotta mellow down, just kind of soak in the vibes. Like you guys are like, "Urgh." You guys gotta. You're gonna be 90
like,
soon.
what's
You're
next?
like, damn, what?
Dude, it's a fast lifestyle. Like,
Yeah, but you ever have it where you just look up to the stars and you're just like, yeah, look at that.
No, I do
you don't
that.
really see stars down here, do you? Do you? I don't see stars. down
Stars?
here.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Not in the city. I don't.
No, you're going to sleep too early, bro.
Maybe
I had
I
a
do.
conversation with a girl the other day. I was like, my brain works its best at like 2:37 in the morning.
Yeah, because you're completely uninterrupted. No other stimulus outside of what you're just doing.
It sounds fucked to say because like sleep is so important and shit,
Yeah.
but I swear to God, I'm in my best mental state at like 2-3 a.m.
I used to be like that a lot, but and like in college, like, I was going to bed at like 4 a.m. because that's when I was just that was when crypto was popping, and I was just making so much goddamn money doing
I
that.
remember the Wheeze crypto art.
Yeah, crypto.
Bro's
It'll
just-
come back eventually.
Bro's doging at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that like NFTs. I was trading all that shit. I was making a lot of money doing it too.
Now it's Pokemon cards.
yeah. Now I'm doing Pokemon cards, and I'm
so
I'm
dope.
doing my thing doing that as well.
To NFTs to
Yeah.
Doge to Pokemon.
Yeah, it'll come back full circle eventually. Like everything comes
Do you
back.
think my
full circle.
Legos are worth
Yeah.
anything?
They probably
Yeah.
are. Like
I know NFTs started dying when everyone started changing their profile pictures back to like normal.
yeah. I mean, it just wasn't trendy. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? Oh, I wasn't buying any NFTs. I
was
was like,
buying Doge.
I'm like, let Wheeze buy all of them.
Yeah,
I bought Doge.
Once the mainstream
Doge is
starts
popping.
talking about it and it becomes cool to do it again, like that's when it's too late. You know, like anyone who actually knows about this shit, you have to be buying when the shit's not cool or trendy with crypto if you really want to make money, or else like you're just gonna be buying somebody else's bag that they're selling to you. It's all just a greater fool game. Like whoever is like the last man standing.
It's all just a big old Ponzi scheme.
Nah,
But whoever,
I know
part of it
people
is,
that make
yeah.
plenty of money on crypto, but
but
a
like a lot of people get fucked.
yeah, a lot of it. I would
That's
say
the Ponzi scheme
yeah,
part.
Yeah,
You know.
That's why you just have to be better than everyone else.
That's why you just got. It's
And
like
then-
it's like
Yeah, GPT.
playing the fox. You know.
yeah,
just got to get better today. You know?
yeah. I mean, you do. I knew someone was gonna drop that eventually.
I heard GBT's dead.
GBT is dead.
From
I don't,
Russ.
I don't even like saying GBT anymore. I just
Yeah.
I just say better.
That's a
now.
whole different story, bro.
Yeah. I can't say that.
I'm glad you didn't. Then.
So he's like, sensor in his mouth. Yo.
Bro, you know what's funny though? You guys like go a million miles an hour, but my brain goes a million miles.
It does.
Like,
I can tell your brain goes a million miles an
As we're
hour.
talking,
I'm like, yeah, you guys got
the monkeys in your head like.
You're like, you guys gotta enjoy the moment while my brain's like on fucking 4 different.
Oh, dude,
I
that's
think
so
it's a
funny.
good thing, though.
No, it is a
Quite
good thing.
honest.
It's like
You know?
we're coming out with ideas.
Yo. I'm in school right now, but what up, boys?
What's going on? What's going on?
We just spoke an hour about leaving school, so you're gonna like this one. No, I'm just kidding.
I think Ben, who said that, he's actually moving to Houston next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ben Helland. He's a good kid. I like that
Shit. Dog, I went from milking cows to filming professional fighters because of this podcast.
guy. That's fucking insane.
All right, I want to see.
Noah.
I want to
Shout out
see
Noah,
that
man.
story.
Yeah,
That journey.
we've had Noah on the pod. Yo, no, hop in here. Can I send a
out Noah,
request?
man.
You know Noah?
No, I don't. I don't know who that is.
You fake.
No, I'm just saying shit. Who's that one Marshall kid?
Marshall Cruz?
Yeah. Wait.
Marshall Johnson?
I don't know. He's a younger guy that you guys had on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Marshall
I
Cruz.
follow him. He looks like he has a pretty interesting life.
Yeah,
I
he's-
just never got the chance to like really like look
Nah,
into
his
him.
story's good. Yo! Dude. So, hey, you can't just drop a comment like that and not follow up. So, what's been going on?
Dude, I went from, so I've been milking cows for, like the past few years, and hold on, give me a second. Gotta look fresh. All right. I went from milking cows, and then you guys had James on the podcast, and I remember he was like, yo, get a ZV1 and stuff, and then
Yeah.
I got a ZV1, and
That's what I got.
Dude, let's go.
I went to, hold on, give me a second. I always get freaking jitters if I'm like, shouldn't, as you guys are normal people too.
Come on, bro.
So I went to jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
and I met this guy named Heisum, and he won this huge tournament at an ADCC tournament, and Joe Rogan was reacting to it. Joe Rogan had seen him and everything, so
Okay.
hey, he gave me an opportunity, and I moved out to Michigan, and now I've just been filming, so that's fun.
Jesus.
Wait, so you moved to Michigan now to do content full time?
I moved to Michigan to literally pursue this. I have no backup plan. That's why I'm just full sending, and it's working out. It's so insane. I love it.
That's what
Yeah,
you got to
bro.
do, man. That's fucking dope.
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah, it's sick.
Are you telling me that the podcast made you do that?
Dude, I swear, if it wasn't for Mogcast and loading,
Wrong podcast.
That's insane. That's
if it
insanity.
wasn't for you accepting me onto the podcast that one time, and James was like, I listened to the podcast, and James was like, yo, cop a ZV1 and stuff. Dude, I would not even be here. So
Damn.
for that, thank you.
That's fucking crazy.
Fuck, bro. That's insane. Dude, that's
Happy for
insane.
him.
Let me get you in my vlog real quick.
Oh my god. Dude, the ZV1's it's a good one.
Damn, bro, that was crazy.
They goated.
I heard the recording start. I heard it. I know that sound all too well.
Hey, what up, vlog?
Shout out, I'll see you go watch Legacy Loading.
Yeah. Oh, yo, you got a question for Sawyer and Wheeze while you're here?
Yeah, give me a second.
The boys are here.
The boys are back.
Dude, wait, is it a serious pod or is it goofy kind of?
It's a bit of both, to be
Both,
quite
both.
honest.
Bro,
Sawyer's in there?
yeah, bro.
No way.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh crap. Okay. How is it like? Is it still weird when like if I see you guys are like blowing up fast? Is it weird to have like I know you guys are blowing up, but is it weird to have like people come up to you asking for pictures and stuff? Is it like a weird feeling or is it kind of normal now?
I mean, it's pretty normal, because usually whenever we go to any kind of like higher profile gym, it's going to happen like at least once.
Yeah.
And even training at Corrupted, it happens pretty often. It's just a very humbling experience because like to us, like,
I think grateful.
yeah,
I'm, like, grateful.
we're just very grateful for like the opportunity that we're in and that people even watch our content for us to even be in this position, period. So super humbling, super, super grateful for just everyone.
That's sick. That's awesome.
He's got the glasses on.
Sorry, dude. It's not Boulevard, but it's whatever.
Yeah, you need some boulevards, bro. But yo, dude, that made my day. I'm not gonna lie. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's whatever. So yeah,
It's whatever.
It ain't whatever. It's
No,
a big thing.
it just changed my life around. So I'm not gonna hold up any more time on the pod. So you guys have fun.
No, you're good, bro. Proud of you, bro.
Thanks.
It's
All right, peace.
all right, bro. Have fun. Create content.
I will.
Keep going.
Keep going, man. Peace.
Wait, so you ever? What's like the weirdest place
Damn,
like
that's
a
so
person's
sick.
been asked for a photo from you?
That's so crazy.
Okay.
You ever had like a weird spot?
I've had a couple weird spots.
The bathroom in Alphaland?
No, but like non-gym related, like a bathroom in Alpha, I feel like still counts. Like okay, I can understand it, but
I was
like
straight
outside
like
gym.
I literally just like put it away. Yeah, I was like, turn around. I was like,
That's
take a pic.
insane.
I was like, oh.
LT.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't even. I mean, I remember one time I was just out eating with friends. Like we were at an outside restaurant, and we were out like at the shopping center, kind of like outside, and there was like a big parking lot right next to us. And this guy like comes from behind me and like comes around sprinting around this building. I thought I was about to get jumped. I swear to God, because he was like running from his car or something, but like running towards us. And he started like, Wheeze, I saw you while I was driving by. I was wondering. And like, I thought I was being pranked, you know, because it was just so out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Like, I was just out eating with like people, with friends that aren't even related to fitness at all. You know, I was just in a very
probably felt
normal.
really good,
It was cool, you know, but it was just,
I'm about to get robbed. No, it's just a van.
dude, yeah, I thought I was being set up or something because it was just so random.
Ashton Kutcher pops up like, oh, you just got punked.
It was just the first one that came to mind, but I mean, we've all had like weird experiences.
What about you? Probably in LA, right? With
No,
Dave?
no. I had mine where I was going to a funeral, right?
God.
And the hotel we were staying at, okay? I was like seeing all my relatives that I haven't seen in quite some time. They're like, "Hey, what do you do?" Right? And I was like, "I make YouTube videos. I lift weights. Like that's what I'm doing for my job, right?"
Yeah, yeah.
And like they kind of look at me like, "Cool," but not like fully understand because it's just older people, right?
Right.
And then this girl at the front desk, like a couple hours later, we're eating food over here, right? And she literally like, and she wasn't in the conversation, but she was just the girl that was working the front desk. And she's like, "Hey," comes over and she's like, "Hey, my friend watches your videos. Can I get a photo with you?" I was like, "Oh, I told you guys I make videos. I ain't lying," you know?
At the funeral?
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
fucking told you guys.
I know she's dead, but like, come on.
My God.
Oh, dude. That's crazy.
How are you?
I think probably the bathroom.
Bathroom? Oh,
No,
so you're
like,
serious
weird
about that
place.
shit. That shit actually happened.
But probably one of the coolest ones was I think LA at the Gymshark event.
Oh,
It was like this older guy, and he's like I think it was like a couple, maybe like older couple. It was like me and Sush.
how old we talking?
I don't know, but older. And
45?
I think they said like our kids like love your content or something.
Oh, okay.
Like that was
Okay.
cool to hear. It was, you
I was thinking like
know what I
80.
mean? Yeah, that was pretty cool. But
I like, no, that Gymshark thing was fun.
that was sick.
You know, it was nice, warm.
You were in your element, bro.
I
You were in your
burned.
element.
I got burned.
You were in your
got
element out there.
badly. It was an interesting experience being out there. It was interesting.
Dude,
I'd never been to Venice Beach before. Like that was my first time.
It was
Bro, it was
nice.
fucking sick.
You know?
But besides like the homeless and shit.
There's a lot of
I'm not
homeless
saying
people.
like, that's
It's sad.
do you ever
It's
like
sad, but-
you ever like go up and you be like, "What's up, brother?"
Dap up a homeless person.
You don't do that?
I don't fuck with homeless people. I wouldn't like do that. It's kinda
I,
fucked up.
I just
I love all
it's-
people.
I don't know. It's just tough because it's so beautiful.
No,
But-
it is. It is. It's a cool scene out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was in GTA in real life.
Dude, that's exactly what I said when I
know?
first got there. I was like, this is like fucking GTA map.
It is.
It's like I'm about to like
there's a
some
spot.
people
There's a
randomly.
spot where when Dave and I first ever went out to LA. No, it'd been my second time going to LA
yeah.
because California they use GTA for like to map like
Yeah, like
certain
actual
areas.
map, yeah.
And one of our places was like up top in the rocks.
Yeah.
And we could look over down the city, and that spot was part of the GTA thing.
Yeah, that's so sick.
It would, like you know when you go up into the
Yeah.
yeah, it was like the white. There's like only this one white house that's like very very modern.
Yeah.
It was literally that. I'm like, no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Los Angeles is very.
It's
very
a weird
interesting.
place though. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a different vibe over there.
I do love going out there. I just can't.
Dude, I can't. I,
Wrap my head around.
I couldn't live there.
I can't wrap my head around like what LA is. It doesn't
It's
feel
just,
homey. It just feels.
It's something, man. I don't know how to describe it. It
Me
has its
neither. I
own
can't
vibe
describe
out
it.
there.
I can't describe it.
One of my best friends, Dion, who designs for Better, actually used to like live out there full time. He lived
really?
there through all of quarantine, so like he was in that like during that whole like shit show, you know. And he kind of saw it all, and like he lives here now in Houston, and like to this day, he's just like, yeah, man, you can't fuck with LA, you know.
They're just different worlds, you know.
It is.
I like LA for certain
LA's
things.
got
I like Houston
traffic.
for certain things, you know.
Traffic
Oh yeah,
in
traffic's
LA.
terrible.
I don't know any place that has.
Bro, you're
worse-
going like 4 miles, and it's like 43 minutes. GPS says it's
Ridiculous.
That's when you just get a bike or a longboard or just
Or
like
just-
walk.
Hop in the flying car.
Dude, yeah, I feel like, okay, LA's like only real good is if you're like very, very abundantly wealthy. You know, where you're like,
There's so many different parts of LA, you know?
A lot of different parts. Very diverse over there.
Super diverse.
That's one of the biggest things I love about Houston, just how
classes and
diverse it
everything.
is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
LA, man. All right, well, we're going to wrap this bad boy up. I know you guys talked last time about what leaving a legacy means to you. So this time, I'll ask you a different question. Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 3 months? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? What do you hope you've accomplished in the next 3 months?
Ooh, 3 months. That's because a lot can happen in 3 months.
I know, that's why I said 3.
You know what I'm
Usually
saying?
it's like 6 or like a year.
No, life moves
I hit you
fast
with 3
down
months.
here. Right? Yeah. I mean, hopefully at that point, we'll have grown better to the point where it's just like, you know, just steps forward from where it is now. You know, like we have a lot of momentum right now. We're doing well for ourselves, but I just want to keep going. I want to do even better than before. You know.
Bless you.
And then on top of that, I want to keep growing like my own image. I just want to just keep being healthy and happy. And, you know, I just have a lot of blessings now. I just want to continue those and just like keep going on the rate that I'm at, you know?
Fuck yeah, bro.
How about you?
So what did you want?
What do you mean?
Just give me one definitive answer.
I know, that was pretty vague,
Just
wasn't
give
it?
me one.
No,
Just,
bro, you
I want you to say,
give a
I want an
like-
800-pound squat. Just tell me that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't even like to talk about powerlifting like that, to be quite honest. But hopefully, I'm driving hopefully the Cybertruck is out by then, Tesla Cybertruck, and
want that shit?
I'm driving. Yeah, I already have the pre-order down, and like I can already make the payment down for it now. I just want to like keep saving, and
Yeah.
the second that shit comes out, I want to be ripping around in a
You want
Chrome.
it that bad?
Dude, yes. Like I've held off on getting, because my Jeep right now, it's like on its last legs. I passed 100,000 miles coming here to Houston, and now I'm almost like at 120 because I drive back and
fuck.
forth from the city every single day.
Damn.
Yeah. So I've held off on getting a new car.
So you're gonna do that? You're gonna do that in a Cybertruck?
I want to do that in a Cybertruck. Yeah. I was so close to selling my Jeep and just getting a Model 3 or a Model
Yeah,
Y, and I want to do it in a Cybertruck.
You're gonna wait it out.
That's
All
my
right,
goal.
Respect.
Yeah. How about you?
Fuck yeah, Cybertruck.
I too want to. The most original thing, like that's
I just wanna grow, I just wanna get a Cybertruck.
Average TikTok answer, like, yeah, man, you know,
I don't
just
think that's an average TikTok answer.
no, like the copy and paste, like those people.
No, I'm saying like the same thing you just said.
Oh, okay.
Because at the end of the beginning of the pod, we're like the fake people.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. Okay. So what do you want?
you know, I just want to
wanna
grow. And I want
get
to.
I think you're gonna be here full time. I really think you will.
I
I
think so
think
too,
I
yeah.
will be here as much time as I need to be here, and then I will be leaving and then coming back
Yeah.
because I do my travels.
No,
you
yeah.
know?
But you're gonna go back. I know this time and be like, I
go
gotta-
back. I go,
gotta be there.
okay, get a couple things, you know, maybe a couple more pieces of underwear, socks, shampoo,
Grab some
conditioner, right?
You're like holding it. Like, all right, now I'm gonna go back to you.
Now and then I go back to Houston, and then I don't know, maybe this year, maybe next year. I know you said 3 months, but I do want to spend a little more time in the UK. I was
Yeah?
thinking, like if I like, have you?
I've never been over there.
Okay.
What do you guys do out there when you and Dave go? Like,
We,
what's a day in the life when you guys are there?
Lots of talking, lots of meetings. We kind of get things set up for what's to come, right? And
Yeah.
I enjoy going to the UK, and it's different. It's like, you know, in like Multiverse of Madness, like Doctor Strange, it's like that, you know, where it's a completely different area, but it's the
It's
same.
a different world.
Yeah,
Literally a different world.
You know, you have LA, and LA, you still feel American. You know, you still feel
Yeah.
like you're like, I'm still in
I agree.
America,
I agree.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know
but
what
you ain't in America in the UK. You know.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. It's different, you know.
dope.
But in 3 months, I don't know.
Cybertruck.
You know, maybe I'll get the what version do you want?
I don't. It's just a Cybertruck.
I'll probably get the black version.
Oh yeah, I want the Chrome version.
Maybe
That's
I'll
hard.
get the Chrome version.
Chrome's gonna be sick.
I don't know.
out.
3 months. I literally just want to. I have a plan, and I'm not announcing it because there's no point in announcing this plan because it's a mastermind plan.
Okay.
And this plan has literally been built on for generations of like 10 years of like mining it in diamonds on Minecraft, right? But yeah, you know, I just want to get better. I'll grow my following. Have videographer. Literally make content.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I just want to, and
You
you
want
know,
to do
eat
this more-
food. Get
more
to like 240.
official. Yeah.
You know.
240?
Yeah, I gotta get up to this guy, dude. This guy's a big man. I gotta be a big man.
240 is crazy.
240,
Yeah.
but
I
I
wake
think
up at like 240 pounds every day.
Wow.
Yeah. You have to eat a lot of food to maintain that.
lots of
I was
food.
about to say, maintaining that's fucking crazy.
Every man should be 200
That's why
pounds, though.
Bro's got a fucking liter of chocolate
Wheeze,
milk
would
next
you
to
agree?
him.
Every man has to be 200.
Bro, there's people that are like 5'7", 5'6". They don't need to be 200 pounds. They're going to be
Sure.
like fat, you know?
185 shredded.
I think no man should
Jacked and
be
shredded.
below 160, 150, 160 pounds. I'll say that much. I think everyone should be above that as a
Damn.
man.
You just gotta get better.
There's a guy watching this right now. He's like, fuck.
I was like, don't
Yeah,
do
but
it,
hey,
don't do
maybe
it.
he'll take exactly what happened on this podcast, like the one dude who was milking cows. He's like, I'm 150, I gotta be 200.
This is episode 43.
No, just do it. Just run it. Just end it right there. Just end it right there. That would have been perfect.
Yo, shout out Noah, man. That was dope. Fucking watched the podcast, hopped on here. James told him buy a ZV-1, bought a ZV-1, and now got a job with that camera.
Fire.
That
I'll
is-
answer that
is-
question with another question.
That is insane.
No more questions.
What does a legacy mean to you, Joe?
Bro, I answered this 7 million times in my podcast. We're not getting into that. But you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding.
You ever seen that South Park episode where Kyle goes into like the dream world to like pull Cartman out, and then Cartman like tries to reverse the roles. He's like, "No, Kyle, I came out in the dream world to pull you out, right?" I similarly just did that with the reverse with these.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in, man. For real.
If you're on Spotify, leave a review. Helps out a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. Comment some funny shit.
Yeah,
Comment how much you weigh.
or whatever.
And Sawyer will evaluate your alphaness depending on your weight.
Maybe
But
if I feel like it.
yeah. Thank you guys for coming on again. This was a fun one.
Peace.
See you guys
Tomorrow.
in episode 44. Peace.
Are you a good singer, Wheeze?
Fuck no.
I feel like you could be.
I see the raindrops in
my mind, and I think about it sometimes, and I want to spend my time with you.
All right. Mic check. Wow, sounds really good.
Anything sounds good
Yeah.
when you have a deep voice. Yo, it's like, yeah, this just sounds real good. And I'm like, yeah, guys, it sounds good.
Bro's on different energy today.